Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Ted, and today I'm bringing you an AA-12 MOAB gameplay. And once again, this is not my gameplay. This is actually a subscriber submitted gameplay, which I absolutely love y'all guys for. In my time of need right now, I don't have an Xbox, and a few guys are stepping up and sending me some gameplays. Really do appreciate it. This one's by Bonsai Banana, which is a pretty funny YouTube name, and a link to his channel down below. He posts really great gameplays and really great commentaries. I watched a few of them when I was over at his channel. He's got an accent, so I know a lot of guys like that. Do check him out and thank him for this gameplay. Go over there and be sure to be appreciative of this gameplay that he submitted for me. A 30 to, I think, 2 AA-12 gameplay. I'm really not sure the final score, but just an AA-12 in general is very, very good gameplay. And I want to talk about weapon balancing because I think that the AA-12 is a good gun to talk about this with. The AA-12 in Modern Warfare 3 was a horrible gun, and you'll see here that even that guy was halfway across the room, he was still completely out of the AA-12's range. And this isn't the way that balancing should be for guns. The way that balancing needs to be for these weapons is to make it so that each weapon has a particular niche. And the AA-12, one would think, would be just fantastic in close range combat. But even in close range, this gun still loses out to a lot of the SMGs. Even though it's fully automatic, you get so many hit markers that its time to kill in close range isn't very good, even to these SMG comparables. And I find this to be bad weapon balancing. Even back in Black Ops, we noticed a lot of bad weapon balancing with the FAMAS and the G11 kind of being the best two guns in the game. With with MW3, we're seeing the MP7, the ACR, the Type 95. These are all guns that you see way too often, and I don't like seeing that. I like it back like it was in MW2. MW2 had its own glaring problems, like the grenade launchers and the knives, and I guess the UMP would be considered an unbalanced gun. But by and large, I could go into MW2 and use just about any gun that I wanted to and do very well because they had stopping power. And that's a whole other topic for a whole other commentary, is the effects of stopping power in the game. But just in general, all the guns dropped people very quickly. All the guns were very accurate and had large rates of fire, very high damage. And because of that, MW2 was a very balanced game, even though it was incredibly unbalanced as well. And I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that, because MW2 was very unbalanced as well in a lot of parts. But as far as the gun balance goes, because the guns were also overpowered, none of them in particular stood out except for, I guess, the UMP-45. But I want to see all the guns have a viable option. If we go into Black Ops 2 and I just find that a couple guns rising to the top, it loses a lot of the value for the game. For me, a lot of the replay value for MW2 was that I could just go in and use every single gun that I wanted to, and I'd pull out a pretty good game with no matter what gun I used. And that's why I have like 45 days of MW2 gameplay, whereas with Black Ops I had about 8 days, and MW3 had about 15 days. MW2, I couldn't stop playing the game because of how diverse the guns were, and how any gun that I used would have a good effect, would have a very powerful ability to it. No matter what gun it was, I could still pull off a decent game. And in Black Ops, that was not the case. I only used the FAMAS in Black Ops because it seemed like that was the only really good gun. The G11 was one of the other good guns in Black Ops as well. And then in MW3, I only used the ACR, the Type 95, I guess the MP7 quite a bit as well, because those were the top guns. When the developers go inside to balance a game, there's a lot of factors that go into balancing a gun. It's the rate of fire, the recoil, the feel of the gun, its range. All of these things are very important to how the gun balances out. And the developers look at this, and in my mind, it seems like they just spend a lot more time on this, because when you see a good gameplay on YouTube, the first thing that people will do is either bitch about the perks or the guns. And a perk commentary I'll go into later on about the balancing of perks and all, and I think that's also very important. But as far as balancing guns, it's difficult in and of itself because of the different factors that go into it. But the main thing that needs to happen that would balance guns is like what they did in Battlefield. They made Battlefield guns. A lot of them were almost the exact same gun, only just reskinned and with a different name. So like if you had the Type 95 and the M16, just give them the exact same look, but just and give them the exact same codes. I'm sorry, give them a different look, but give them the exact same code as far as what the gun does, the rate of fire, recoil, things like that. But just give them a different look. That way people, when they get to higher level guns, they might look a lot cooler or look a lot more badass, but have the exact same stats as a lower level gun. This gives you more options as far as which gun you want to choose, but not so much viability or variability in the guns themselves. I don't know if this is the best solution, but it seems like the most balanced one in my mind. Let me know your opinions down below. I know that I'm not the smartest guy out there. There's a lot of y'all guys out there that are a lot smarter than me. So leave your opinions down below on what the best way to go about balancing a lot of guns in the future Call of Duties is. Because that's always something that I talk about whenever the game comes out, is how there's the new best gun, and there's really no beating that gun. Well, in Black Ops 2, I don't want to see that, and it looked good in the trailers, but it always looks good in the trailer. In the trailer, it always shows fast action gameplay and a bunch of different guns like sniper rifles and SMGs. But when the game actually comes out and everything comes to fruition, you see that everything's a little bit different, and there's always top-of-the-line guns. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Have you seen some Black Ops 2 footage that you think that you have that you know what the best gun is? If so, let me know. Other than that, guys, have a great day. Be sure to go subscribe to Bonsai Banana and thank him for sending in this gameplay. Other than that, have a great day, guys, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.